Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Vassal of Chaos. And today I'm going to show you our last AOO battle in CMNK. As what you've seen from the title, we were fighting exactly 13 whales. At first I was laughing at the enemy because they only put 13 players. But after I've been looking carefully for the matchmaking system, then I got frozen. Because that means those 13 players total power is equal to all of the CMNK AOO player that I've registered, which most likely those 13 players are gonna be whales. So the strategy I've been using for the last AOO is the aggressive 3-lane strategy. It is basically the same as Rural Rally strategy, but this time the green team will not help any of blue and the red team because they got their own lane to be played. And their main objective there is to take the enemy mid lane outpost and don't lose it. Alright, so now I'm going to give you information about which AOO skill that you have to use and which skill that you have to avoid. Divine Aid, this is a teleport skill that you have to use it at least once in the battlefield because it gives you 5 amount of teleport chances that's gonna be tactical and useful. Because when you don't use a skill, then you only have 10 chance teleport and that's gonna be terrible because in this game, in this AOO, mobility is the main key. This skill is so worth adding because not only it's cheap, but it also gives you 80% attack bonus for 3 minutes. And for the skill, do not use this because it's gonna be garbage. 6 energy bar, but the output is less than War Drums, the red bug that only costs 2 energy bar. So yeah, basically 15,000 healing for all line strips is considered as nothing. So this is a skill that have saved our AOO all the time. Because what I've said to you that the mobility is the main key in the AOO, and this skill not only crippled their movement speed, but also defense by 30%. You could use it for the green team for retrieving the Ark, or even the red and blue team for doing the war, so it's kind of flexible and it's very useful. And last, for the super skill that I would usually use is Sneaky Tactics, because it's so situational. It gives you like 30 seconds invisibilities. Alright, so that's the skill that you have to add and avoid in the AOO. Oh, and I forgot one more. The Troop March Speed skill is so damn important as well. So please add it. Alright, so that's all for the introduction part. Now I'm going to escort you all to see how did we obliterate those 13 whales in the AOO battlefield in 3, 2, and 1. I have expertized Joanne and I'm going to add her as April Flat secondary. Alright, so the rally has been launched, so here we go against the 13 whales. And most of the whales were equipped with Khan, Alexander, Saladin, Takeda, and the rest of 120 days legendary commanders, including the epic OP Edwards. But I'm not afraid because whale got weakness, and their weakness is that they think that they are unstoppable, but they're not. Yeah, so I basically use all of my time here to execute all of the markers to guide the whole AOO team of CMNK. Alright, so all of the necessary starting marker have been added. Now it's time for me to jump on to the Discord voice channel for each team to guide them if they get questions to be asked. So I'm basically gonna use my AS Flight to back up the green team and Scipio to reinforce versus Rayleigh in the red team. Alright, here we go, we almost got collided. And we're going to have a big fight in the red team side. Alright, so Homa has arrived from the mid lane to help the red team by ambushing the enemy, followed by Tudwon, Lady Felices, and also John, our CMNK leader. And in this state, my game got laggy. I was trying to use the red buff, but it doesn't appear, it got delayed, so that it's not going successfully there, as you can see. Despite of that, it turned out that we managed to take down the enemy obelisk because it was unguarded after all. The green team has also showed a successful performance there as they take down the enemy outpost in the mid lane. This is almost too easy. It went well according to my plan before I realized that something went fishy. It turned out that our obelisk has fallen to the enemy hand and all of the enemy were teleporting there. As you can see there in the blue team's side, the enemy has pushed a tremendous amount of assault that pushed back the blue team. As I told them to stop rallying the enemy obelisk and turn the position into defense mode. The red team was also struggling in there as they fight Khan and Takeda. But I think that they are doing just fine because they outnumbered those whales. Alright, I'm adding Divine A to add 5 teleport chances so that the blue team could be able to assist the obelisk at once. Meanwhile, the enemy have taken our mid lane outpost and ambushed our troops in there, and they now holding the Ark. We have to stop them before it's too late. The enemy holding the Ark is Cao Cao paired with Takeda, the best pairing commander for mobility in the ROK. So I asked Red Team for sending help. I asked Versa to come there to obliterate the enemy so the Ark won't be stolen. But I think that the red team will need a lot of time to march there, so the battle is up to us, the green team now. The enemy used the healing spell, but I countered it by using the running charge spell. And then the enemy used the war drums, and John used war drums back to counter them. That was very epic. Alright, the enemy Cao Cao Takeda has fallen, but look at that! Enemy Caesar is trying to take the Ark. We have to stop him because he has a tremendous amount of defense. The Julius Caesar got the Ark and he's running away, but look, Kev 1, he's coming with his Minamoto and Cao Cao to beat him up. My Intellect slowing down and Kev 1 took down the enemy Caesar successfully. What a nice job, Kev 1, you know how to beat Chaser perfectly. I never thought that I couldn't beat Whale because, as what I've seen, that even though the enemy has 120 days legendary commander, but they are so under level because my Aetherflat has reached level 58 and I was able to obliterate them. Not easily, but not hurt either. So it's like, it's still evenly matched. So after this, Versa is coming to the mid lane and he's gonna be assisted with 2 Joan of Arc, so that he got buffed non-stop. But unfortunately, it has failed to be recorded, so I'm sorry Versa, your magnificent performance wasn't there. I really wish that I could show you this because this combo of Joan of Arc to assist our Whale is successful here. You know, because Versus was able to hold on against the skirmish of enemy whales. It's reached like 4 or 5 of them against versus alone, accompanied by those 2 joining the work. Alright, it's 10 more minutes, which means that it's time for the last Ark to be retrieved. So Dark Hail, as the Ark holder, is going to take the Ark back, and I'm now assisting him as the rare guard. Oh no, the enemy have noticed that. Alright, a little boost of sprint there. This battle is going to be harsh as I ask all of the blue team to help and assist the green team. And I also ordered the red team, some of them, to teleport to the blue team's part so that they can help Dark Hail to retrieve the Ark. It's time to use the mud spell to slow him down. The Belisarius or Tao, when they're paired with Takeda, their speed is unstoppable because Bach will slow them down just a little bit of them, and it could still outspeed, you know, the Ark holder in my Edelflat. Alright, so more reinforcement is coming, Paxilodra and Twisted, so will Dark Hail make it? Alright, that Belisarius is definitely paired with Takeda because when it paired with South Cell, it wouldn't be that fast. And I believe that Belisarius got his mobility talent maxed out. More reinforcement is coming from the Drone Sea, but all of them is from the green team, and blue team is still struggling getting to help Dark Hail there. Because we were still outnumbered here. Alright, so the blue team is finally here, and we are going to turn the table. Gaius Agrippa, Thudwon Slayer, and Sir Code had finally appeared. But the enemy is using the sprint buff. Oh, and he's going to catch Dark Hail because he only have 1 troop. Dark Hail had finally fallen. The enemy Belisarius was trying to take the Ark, but he couldn't make it because his backup was isolated by blue team front line, and he is going to be obliterated right in time. Oh, and I used the trolling emoji so that the enemy would attack me instead of the front line. Alright, Gaius has successfully replaced Dark Hail to retrieve the Ark, and he is going to deliver it safely. Alright, it seems that the enemy front line has been slowed down, and Gaius has successfully, finally, delivered the Ark. Alright, it's time to counterattack. More blue team's reinforcement come from Noisy, and we're going to win this. The enemy doesn't have any chance to retrieve the Ark at all. Alright, this is the last of them, and we managed to win this. Oh wow, this is the hardest AOO battle that I've ever experienced. And the Nice Prize AOO team has shown a successful teamwork and synergy. So that's how we've taken down the enemy 13 whale. As you can see there, what matters most here is not the power, but strategy. With the result of this battle, it can be concluded that strategy beats power. So don't worry when you encounter a strong enemy. Just use any strategy that you can and try to motivate your team. And I believe that you're gonna win every AOO battle that you're going to have. Alright everybody, we've won. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video. Vassals out.